Is it possible to enjoy your vacation and be a successful realtor? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Rosemary Lewis, your educator agent with eXp Realty. And if you haven't noticed, I am literally on location or on vacation in Cabo, where I have spent a wonderful week with my husband and family. But let me tell you why I wanted to do this video. Because like yourselves, like many of you, for a very long time in the business, because we are in such a service industry, we serve our clients, and when you serve at a high level, it seems like vacations just pass you by because you're always on your computer, you're always on your phone, and realtors, sometimes we don't have an opportunity to be as present. So for this trip, I made it my business to prep myself, and I took a few steps to help me so that not only would I be able to be present and enjoy this vacation with my family, but that my clients were taken care of and didn't feel like I just left them by the wayside. And I'm going to share with you exactly what I did. So let's get into it. So the very first thing that I did to prep for this vacation is I actually prepped. I knew, it wasn't a surprise. I knew that it was coming up on the calendar. So I had a good amount of time to look at my clients that I am working with heavily right now. My specific sellers, my specific buyers, to make sure all of their needs were met. So before I left, I made sure that I did a lot of the heavy lifting. We are in control of our schedule. So I made sure to schedule things that would need my attention prior to or after their vacation. Now, I didn't make an announcement and say to my client, hey, I'm scheduling your closing after I return back from Cabo, but I made sure that when we were writing offers and things like that, that I had the foresight to think about what my schedule needs to look like so that no one felt shorted. So I'm going to encourage you to always take the time, the further in advance you can plan your trip or your vacation, the better. And the further in advance that you can start prepping, you can prep things around it, it will be very helpful. So number one is make sure that you prep. Okay, tip number two, I don't care how much you prep, things are just going to come up. There's going to be a home that comes to market. There may be an issue with an inspection. Some things may need immediate attention, but it doesn't necessarily have to be your attention. So this is where I'm going to encourage you to have some support in place so that not only when you travel, but just when life happens and you get sick or you need to go visit a loved one, that you have those relationships in place where people will pick up the slack for you. So for some of you all, that may look like other realtor friends. Like I literally had 2 realtor friends go out today and pick up lock boxes for me for listings that I had sold, prepping my transaction coordinator so that she could do certain things for the business, having my admin in place. So make sure that you have support staff that will be able to, like my administrative assistant, she checks my emails and things like that. So if it's something urgent, so that I'm not tied to my email all day long, she'll text it to me and then we can problem solve that way. So I'm going to encourage you to have some type of support in place so that things can still get done, because you know what they say, our business gets most busy when we're on vacation, when you're on the beach, right? Everyone wants to write an offer. So make sure that you have colleagues and just other folks in place that can help you. Okay, number 3, as much as I would love to tell you that I have unplugged this entire time, that's just not the case, because you know what? I am a business owner, and as a business owner, we have to check in on our businesses. But you can have office hours. So while I am here, I have set up myself some office hours each day, and literally it's been about an hour a day where I'm checking email, I'm checking in with my assistant, kind of at the top of the day and then in the middle of the day, and that's what I let them know. So if I have someone who wants to have a quick phone call with me, I'll say, hey, I'll be available at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. I can definitely not pencil you in, but I will definitely have an opportunity to talk to you then, or I'm available tomorrow at this amount of time. That way, we're not shutting down and saying that we're just not available, but you have office hours. Like think of a professor, think of when you were in school, where this is the time I'm going to focus on business, and then this is the time that I'm going to focus on play. Okay, here's a big one for me in learning to actually enjoy. Y'all see I'm out here sweating for you. And learning to actually enjoy the vacation is, y'all, I took off my Apple Watch. What I found is that with my Apple Watch, I was always like, do, 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 do. Now, I kept my phone with me at the pool or when we did different things so that I could check in for text and whatnot. But it's something about having that Apple Watch on my wrist that wouldn't allow me to fully be in the moment. And because I have the support staff in place, because I have office hours where I'm checking in, because I kind of know the cadence of things that are going on, I was able to take off that Apple Watch and feel A-okay about it. Okay, y'all, here is the last thing that actually has to happen far in advance before you go on any sort of vacation. Okay, that was the blooper. My phone overheated right before I told you the most important step. And honestly, the most important thing that you want to do to ensure that you can actually have a vacation while on vacation is establish rapport with your clients far before you go on any vacation. So make sure that you are attentive, make sure that you are responsive, that you are the type of person that answers their questions and is always there to advocate and help them out. And then when you actually go on vacation, they're going to be way more forgiving and way more understanding because they know that you are a solid person from the very beginning. Now, if you made it to the end of this video and you are not subscribed to my channel, what are you doing with your life? Go ahead and subscribe so that you can get all of these free realtor tips and gems that I'm dropping on a weekly basis. Now, I'm going to get back to my vacation, but I hope that y'all have a good one. Talk to you soon.